Good morning, everybody. Just about 25 minutes before the hour. And here's Eddie Smalls here, aka Manifest Man, here once again. And this is day 9 of 63. Today I'm going to talk about transformation. The title is Going Through a Portal. See, that's what I experienced at 33 Now I want to go back and recap a little bit here. This is 9 of 63 in a series that I'm giving, talks. And I'm talking about the midlife crisis I experienced, an early midlife crisis. Midlife crisis usually has to do with time you spend between 40 and 50 years old, or maybe 45 to 55. But no, mine came much earlier. And I experienced a lot. And what I did was I felt like I'd gone through a portal. Now I told you it came from a health related incident. My back. I heard it at 27 and it was 6 years of pain, pain pills, and people teasing me about what had happened to me. But then at 33, I decided to investigate this more and say, I'm going to do something about this back, get past my fear of surgery or whatever, and go do something. And when I did something and found out, oh, wait a minute. See, it opened up a whole new world for me. I started thinking differently. It's like I had gone through a portal. I had stepped into another world. Anybody remember? Anybody remember The Matrix? Keanu Reeves? Well, The Matrix had to do with Keanu Reeves having a purpose. And a voice came over the telephone to tell him that you are to stop doing the normal things of going on a job and come with your calling. That's what basically the movie was about. Now they made it science fiction and very interesting and a lot of characters and all this, but the story is about the purpose that Keanu Reeves had, was reluctant to go through, to take on. Now that's what happened to me when I experienced this midlife crisis. Now, like I told people, I didn't know what the midlife crisis was, but it was like I had gone through a portal. Now, I just wanted some healing for my back. I had great physical health before that. I mean, I was in top shape of my life. I remember those days. I was running, 5 miles a day. And I was playing every sport I can think of, being macho, yeah. And then I hurt my back, and boy, that changed me. I mean, I got miserable and grouchy and 6 years of just feeling sorry for myself and angry. And when somebody said to me, Eddie, what has happened to you? When you looking like an old man. And boy, that hit me. No, I didn't want to be an old man, not at 33. So what did I do? Well, I searched out a doctor and got a specialist to give me some information. And the experience I got there changed me because not only did I opt for the surgery, which came out to be quite simple. I described this in one of my earlier videos. It changed me mentally. I started thinking entirely different about medicine. I was introduced to naturopathic medicine and ways and means to keep your body healthy and prevent disease and get rid of disease. I wanted to get off pills. I don't like pills. I don't like to have to take medicine. And when I learned how the body can heal itself, I started pursuing that. Well, not only that, I started pursuing things that deal with some of the mental things I had going on with me. Now, some of you know what I'm talking about. We often criticize ourselves, or your self-esteem is beat up. You need self-help. And self-help really is a misnomer because it's hard to help yourself because your ego will get in the way because it's designed to protect your brain. It's thinking you're doing something, so it's going to stop you. That's where words like self-sabotage come from, procrastination, fears. But when you step boldly into a cause, when you have purpose, when you understand what your life is about and that you're being guided somewhere, everything changes. That's what happened to me at 33. That's 30 years ago. I mean, I was already changing, but this just threw me out there. Quit playing around with this. And even that opened me up to being, this red shirt you keep seeing in this video with this M on my chest. Now, you go to my website, my Facebook page, Eddie Smalls, you'll see a picture of me with this shirt on. And I display it proudly because the experiences I went through, the things I learned, and the cause that gripped me, the cause of not only learning what I need to learn to better myself, to decide to get out and boldly teach it. That's what happened to me. I'm like I said, it's like I went through a portal, a rebirthing of, if you will. I mean, think about birth. You go through a birth canal and come in this world. Now, you was in this state that you were in like this, fetal position, and then it was time for you to be birthed. So you just go out through the birth canal and you come into the world, and all of a sudden it's a big shock to you. It's different. You could experience that many times in your life. I mean, that's a metaphor for that type of thing to go on. And that's what happened to me at 33. Now, I would experience many more parts of transformation. But when I saw that movie Matrix, I said, gosh, that's something powerful. I mean, it's entertaining, but yeah, you have some things, those people in dark suits trying to stop you. Think about your life. What do you really want to do? Are you really doing what you really want to do? Or are you doing what people tell you that you ought to be doing? Or are you going with, I should have did this, I could have did that, I might have, could have, would have, should have, maybe, I don't know, I maybe. See, the toughest thing it is in life is to be who you truly are, because we have so many forces in our life that are trying to pull us in the direction they want you to go in. I mean, advertisement is one of them. The advertisers are telling you to buy our products. You look at television, stars and celebrities, they're telling you how to act, how to live, what to wear. You need to have this kind of outfit, that kind of outfit, just to fit in. See, I became an athlete after high school just to try to fit in, because I didn't play sports in high school at all. I didn't play sports. I mean, that neighborhood stuff we did, but that's just because, guys are supposed to do that. But that really wasn't me. I just wanted to get involved in athletics because the body is supposed to be in motion. I wanted to strengthen my body and everything. That's why I do it now. But back then, I was trying to fit in. How many of us are trying to fit in, even after you get grown, get on a job? See, I was never cliquish. You know what a clique is? Little groups of people. I'm just, how you doing? What's going on? And that's just me. I don't have to have a clique. Now, I sit down among a group of people and they'll start talking. And we'll get to conversating about subject matters. And, I don't mind talking with anybody. In fact, people tell you I talk about anything intelligently. But just doing cliques, no, that's not me. And especially when I went through this portal and transformed. When I became this person that knew I was on a pathway to going somewhere important for my life and my purpose, I knew that I was being guided to talk to somebody. Somebody's people. Oh, I'm looking at some names here. Ken Gilly is here. Wow. Shamika, okay, how you doing? Yes, I've been guided. I mean, and I started looking at my life and what it is I was doing, and when purpose hit me, one of the one of the things I did was I started speaking. I became a Toastmaster. Now I've been a Toastmaster for about 17 years. Now I didn't plan to be a Toastmaster. When I was going out speaking about self-help and self-improvement, because that's what this midlife crisis I went through at 33 prompted me to do. Talk to people about what it is I learned. Well, one of the people on the panel where we were speaking at said, Eddie, you need to be a Toastmaster. So I said, Toastmaster, what's that? I mean, that's what y'all big sit around the room and learn how to hold a glass up and toast each other. He said, no, it's nothing like that. You go sit in the club and listen to them talk, and you'll hear them talking about 10 speeches. When you get your 10 speeches out the way, you'll know what you want to do. Well, that was 17, almost 18 years ago. And I've been a Toastmaster since because they helped me hone my craft of speaking. See, I was the son of a country Geechee. My daddy, he spoke language. My daddy went to his grave speaking ways I didn't understand. I mean, he's hey, doing now? Come on now. I mean, he spoke fast and he used words I did not know what he was talking about. And people laughed at my father. But my father was a neighborhood icon. He had 5 kids he was raising without his wife. So I admired him. He didn't care how funny he talked. He was a great man to me. And a lot of people respected him. And I'm going, wow. Wonder how much respect you can get if I actually learn the English language. See, my mother was an alcoholic. She said words that I wasn't supposed to say. Just as simple as that. So how did I learn language? Well, I told people a story about me sitting in the principal's office and finding a Superman comic book. I was already looking at television and listening to the radio. Then I got a comic book. I fell in love with words. So what Toastmaster taught me was how to put these words together in speeches. As I'm talking about now, all this coming off me talking about a transformation I went through, one that I said it was like I went through a portal, a renewal of me, rebirthing. I just came into this world and I was already there at 33 and it said, no, you're going to be reborn and you're going to be somebody different. And I was well on my way to being manifest man. Now, some of you just go, hey, that's so cute and whatever it is. It's more than cute to me. It's part of my purpose. I had another name before that, which I'm not going to get into that, but I will. I had another name. I went through some changes to get to where I am now. I reinvented myself a number of times, but it was all part of a journey. I mean, I had a midlife crisis at 33, and about 9 years later, I'm learning that, no, Eddie, you need to change your name. A group told me that. I was at a retreat. And they said, look how you're doing things, Eddie. Look how you're making things happen. Look at the special things you're talking about. You're learning to manifest. You are a manifest man. Now, I'm going, wow. Well, I got serious about it. I got serious about becoming a manifest man. I mean, I had gone through this matrix. I was part of this big matrix, as we all are. But when I went through that portal and I started looking back and realizing everything that happened to me mattered, even sitting in that principal's office and finding that comic book in a trash can, wow. What cause do I want to take hold of? Well, cause of betterment, becoming a better person. I was a grouchy, old, aggravating, angry individual one time. I really was. I was miserable in college. Even though I found a way to just, laugh things off. Some people know me as my jocular self. I'd laugh it off because I didn't like being that miserable, cynical individual. But I couldn't get rid of that cynical stuff. And I don't even want to talk about what I was angry about. I've said it before in past, but no, I don't want to talk about that stuff, man. It brings on bad vibes. And it had me in a dark place a lot of times in my life. But that changed with a back problem. I mean, I hurt my back And I was mad about it, and it added to my anger. Now I'm even more grouchy. But when I went and found out how simple the surgery was, now I've had chronic sciatica, my left leg aching. I've found ways to deal with that naturally. I mean, even today, I'm on no pills, none, zero. And I promise you, I have a lot of health issues in my family, none of which I claim. I mean, high blood pressure, diabetes. I feel like I'm just as healthy as I can be because I started really getting serious about my health in my life. What message am I sending to you? I'm not sure. I'm just telling you what happened to me. If you're just walking around thinking that you're just here, just to be here, well, I'm telling you that there's something you haven't found out yet. Because we all are here for a reason. Just like there are planets and stars in the universe, they all have a purpose, even though we may not know why they're there. I mean, think about it, people. A small grain of sand sitting on a beach among billions of other grains of sand is laying on a beach. Does it have purpose? It's just a grain of sand, right? It's part of the beach. It's part of that beachfront. That one little grain of sand is working with all those other grains of sand to make that beach look bright and white and make people want to lay out there and walk across and have fun. Make crustaceans grow to dig down into when the waves come in. All that happens because that lone grain of sand is sitting there with all its compadres. Now, these are inanimate objects that are so small that it takes a lot of them to get together for us to even see them. So if they have purpose, why don't we believe we? Why are you here? What are you about? You're more than your name. You're more than your ethnicity. You're more than where you came from. It's more like where you are and where you're going. That's what I learned when I went through that portal, when I experienced that back problem that shook me up. I was forced to start looking into other ways of dealing with my health because I did not want to be on pills. Now, I've done this a number of times. I'll do it again. I can get up on this chair and lift up. And I couldn't do that at 33. I promise you I could not. In fact, I was lurched over, bent. And I see some other people. They have back problems and they're scared to death to go to the doctor. Don't even want anything to do with a doctor. Well, and they asked me, what did I do? I said, well, I went to a doctor. And I trusted the universe, the God, creator, source power, whatever name you want to call it. I said, look, I need this, so I need you to guide me where I need to go. And that's what happened. Ask and it shall be given. Seek and ye shall find. It helps you rise past your fears because the fear of the unknown can trap you a lot. I'm so happy. Oh, I would have more than happy to glad that I never hurt my back in the first place. Yes, because you never want to have an infirmity of any kind. But things do happen. I mean, I've hurt my right shoulder. I was boxing in college and throwing right hands traumatized my right shoulder. I used to not be able to do this. I promise you, I couldn't raise my hand no more than this. And I went to a naturopathic doctor and she told me some things to do. She gave me some supplements. The only reason I trusted her because I trusted the person that guided me to her, which is how I ended up going to a doctor about my back and many other things. I mean, I tell people, they'll see me digging up dandelion tufts, plants. Dandelions grow right in your yard. Most people call them weeds. No, they're herbs. I take them in the kitchen, wash them up, put them in the pot, boil them, let them sit there and steep for some hours. Water turns brown, I pull it out, put it in a cup and drink it. People say, what in the world are you doing that for? It's an anti-inflammatory. It takes inflammation out of your body, out of your joints, out of your tissue. Inflammation causes problem in your body. And you understand that. Anybody that's done athletics know that. If you sprain an ankle, your ankle will catch on fire practically. Not only, and the nerves will get very sensitive, it'll swell up. All these are acts of the body to protect that joint. Now, if you got inflammation in other parts of your body, the same thing is going to happen. And we call these things disease. Well, get rid of the inflammation, you get rid of the disease. Now, I don't have to take Flexeril, Advil, all these other things for my back. I just basically stretch it out. I can feel the pains, and I just know not to try to overdo anything, because their injury is still there. It's just that the amount of healing I've gotten, it couldn't go back to being perfect, but the amount of healing I've gotten, my body shows appreciation by just giving me what I want. The ability to stand up, walk, and not need to have a walker stick, or any other apparatus. And I got a lot of friends my age right now wish that they could just walk right. Well, I can't tell them, I just give a speech like I'm giving right now, what I did. I trusted the power of the universe to give me what I wanted, and I wanted healing. So people, I've been throwing a lot of information at you. Yes, I didn't tend to talk this much about it, but that's one of my nature. I felt like I went through a portal, and I was transformed. And the catalyst was a midlife crisis. Now, people don't like that phrase, midlife crisis. And this was an early midlife crisis. 33 is early. Because a midlife crisis, the reason it's a crisis is because you start thinking about the past and how dumb you were, or how you was deprived of something. Then when you think about the past, and that's what I was thinking about. Yeah, how come I didn't do this? And how come I didn't do that? Well, I'm going to make up for it. Well, you can't make up for anything. You just going to live the life you have now. And it took me to go through a midlife crisis to understand this. Start where you are and move forward. This is my purpose here, to give this information out. A midlife crisis, the word crisis, Chinese say, means opportunity. I have an opportunity to speak to you about whatever my heart tells me. And today, I've talked about going through a portal, transforming, and becoming this powerful individual that I am, a conduit for bringing what I find is vital information for life. I'm hoping I said something that moved you, touched you, gave you some reason to start investigating your life more. This is Eddie Smalls, aka Manifest Man. I thank those that are here, Kim, Shamika, and anybody else that picks up this video afterwards. Give me a note, drop me a note, comment, whatever you want to say. I appreciate it. And this is number 9 of 63. And as I said, 63, according to numerologists, means purpose. It means home. And it talks about the end of a cycle. And that's where I am in my life. I'm full of energy, full of knowledge, full of experience, and I'm giving it because that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Once again, Eddie Smalls, aka Manifest Man. Y'all have a great day.